They met in New York and were engaged and married within all the same year, and all on the 23rd. Since then, Charles and Joanne Teichman's whirlwind romance has grown into a lasting marriage and a sparkling jewelry legacy. And today they join me to share their love story and how they continue to make their love work after more than 40 years. Good morning.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, so glad to have you here. So Joanne, I would love if you could take us back to New York. How did the two of you first meet, and how did the romance start to unfold?
Charles,
and quickly at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Charles received a mysterious invitation to an event that he had no idea who had asked him or what it was. And when he got there, he started questioning, and they all said, "You need to go see the chair of the event." I was the chair of the event. So he comes over, and you know the line, "You had me at hello." That was it. I locked eyes, and that was it. There was this cute guy, brown hair, curly hair, brown eyes.
That's a long time ago, obviously.
Really.
Obviously.
And that was really it.
Wow.
And I said, a bunch of us are having dinner after, can you join us? And he said, just a minute. And he went to break his date, and I grabbed my best friend and I said there would be a bunch of us, so you need to
Now you have to come.
So we had dinner, and that was it. And he walked me home cross town, which took maybe 45 minutes, and that was it.
Wow. So it really was love
That was
at
March
first sight.
23rd.
Wow. Okay. But I love your bravery. I think that's like a lot of women, we could learn from that. Like, listen, do you want to just go get dinner or what? But the fact that you had the bravery to do that and you didn't wait on him.
I didn't say dinner just with me. I said, oh, a bunch of us. And then I had to find him. Yes.
Hey, you still invited him.
Yes.
That's the point. You wanted to keep the conversation going. Charles, when you think back to that first year, was there a specific moment when you knew, okay, I'm going to marry this woman?
Very quickly. I mean, keep in mind, I proposed a month to the day after we met.
So April 23rd.
April 23rd, I proposed. Yeah, I knew very quickly. I mean, like, 3 weeks. And, it's like we had so much in common the way we, we grew up, even though it was a world apart.
Yeah.
But, we had a lot in common, same values, same origins in a way, and it was easy.
Yes.
It was totally easy.
Yes, we did get to see that brown curly hair, I might add.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
You just talked about how you guys came from two different worlds. You were born in Arkansas,
yes,
and then you immigrated from France. And so tell me the difference in your upbringings. How did that shape the way you approach love?
Go ahead.
Well, you know what? Our parents were both Holocaust, both sets of parents were Holocaust survivors. We had a lot of common history, and that made things very easy. We grew up with parents where you had to know what you were going to do. There was no hesitation. You work, you go to school, you do the best, you work, you do that, and it was easy. So same values, same ideas on a lot of things, and it went on, period.
Oh, my goodness. Well, like we said earlier, I mean, this is happening quickly.
Very quickly.
And you didn't just get married. You also decided, let's build a business side by side. So was there any hesitation, or was the confidence fleeting when you were like, okay, we're going to build a business together?
Actually, Charles was building the business.
That was a few years later, Erin.
A few years
later.
later.
It was not right away.
Right, not right away, but Ylang, and brought the concept to Dallas. And I was in the advertising world getting very burned out, and we had just moved to Dallas, and one day I came home and I said, I don't want to do what I'm doing anymore. I want to open the store with you. And Charles went into shock because I had the salary from the advertising industry, and he said, okay, if that's what you want to do. And so we just both started.
Oh, my goodness. So you really took a chance. You took a leap and said, okay, I'm leaving the corporate world?
We both took a leap.
We both took a leap.
She was a breadwinner.
Yes, okay. But that's almost a dynamic that is hard. And so the fact that you guys were able to get through that as well, I mean, you guys have jumped a lot of hurdles. And so now everybody knows Ylang 23 has now been here for more than 40 years,
yes.
41
Almost
years
41.
now. I mean, you guys were early in e-commerce, setting the standard there, designing jewelry. And so how much of that bold and forward thinking came from both of you? I'm assuming it's coming from both minds.
It's a combination, it's Joanne is a creative, has always been the creative, it's her background. And then I was more on the number side, the accounting side, And she has such an easy way, you know, going to people and engaging. I'm more reserved, and it worked perfectly.
I
It
was
was
about
an
to say, the perfect
ideal
match.
combination.
Back in the day when we didn't have buyers or you know, a full staff,
Yeah.
Charles really had an eye for the jewelry. So we would go and we would just start putting things on trays until we looked at the tray and said, okay, that looks good, and that was it. But he really was hand in hand with me on everything. There wasn't anything done that I didn't ask for his opinion of, and I still do. I mean, even when I make some sort of a decision on a creative piece.
Oh my goodness, it sounds like you guys have true partnership, and it's grown
We do.
in your marriage, but also in your business and also in your children, Jake and Elisa. Elisa is now heading up. I mean, she has wildlife on her own, but also helping out with Ylang 23. What does it mean to pass it on to your kids?
That's a dream. You know what? It's a dream come true. Everybody at some point would love to work with their kids. It's not always easy. It's not always possible. Elisa made it easy and possible.
I'm working for her now.
You know, we're both working for her now. She's my boss. I'm reporting to her.
It's
Very
wonderful.
Good. It has evolved
wonderful.
just perfectly.
Yes. Perfectly.
Congratulations to
Thank
you both
you.
on everything. My gosh, and thank you so much for being vulnerable and sharing your love story with us this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Of course.